get the better of Hong Kong. Played last year, actually, Oreshkin. Lost to the Netherlands, but reached the second round of the World Championships in 2016. So it's Kyle Anderson to get us underway for Australia.
81.
Yeah, the Australians were unconvincing in the first round. Simon Whitlock has a wrist injury, and Kyle Anderson just looked a bit edgy. Oreshkin and Koltsov, they played okay. They probably played to their standard. Aleksandr seems to be limping just a tad. Hopefully that won't hinder his chances.
Yeah, it didn't stop Michael van Gerwen.
66.
But we're talking about a different player.
Thought he played dreadful.
Now, Oreshkin, interesting character. Certainly on his day can play some decent darts and a steady 10-40, but obviously in some discomfort with that foot problem. This is nice from Anderson. On his day, he's got a lovely flow. And that's the first 180 in a match, and it goes the way of Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, the real good players, once they're at that first 60, you're thinking you'll at 140, 180. And that's what Kyle did. To put him in control of this leg now. If he can hit a 2-treble visit here, Oreshkin will need to take out that 170.
98.
Just pulled that.
170.
Well, the winners of this will play Wales after their victory against Ireland that we saw just a few moments ago. Gerwyn Price and Mark Webster coming through 2-0 in that one. Now Oreshkin needs the ball for Russia.
123.
Wow.
Australia requires 76.
To get Kyle's heart rate going. This is no gimme. 61 should go 11 or treble. Don't go 25 here. Well, he's pulled that. That leaves 37. 5 for 32. Or 17 for 20.
56.
Well, will he get the opportunity, Kyle Anderson, as Oreshkin steps forward for a potential break of throw in the first leg of the match? Double 16 now, 2 darts in hand for Aleksandr Oreshkin. Oh, nicely done. Russia had the lead. And it's a break of throw against Kyle Anderson as well.
Game on.
Yeah, real poor effort of 76 from Kyle. He gave himself a chance with the help of that 180. It wasn't a bad dart for the 60, the treble 5. It's just on the wire, but you've got to make sure of a big number at least when you're trying to set up the bullseye.
60.
He's got too aggressive on it and snatched it.
Yeah, he's a much better player than that. Didn't help himself.
96.
But this is what's great about the first to 4 formats. The difference in quality is not so evident over a short format. If this was over 9 sets, you would fancy Kyle strongly, but first to 4 legs, different.
Yeah, Kyle Anderson averaging 96 here. And Oreshkin himself is up at 95 almost. Still very early, of course, in this short format, but that's a nice start from Anderson. Can he fill it up here? Second 180 of the match goes to Kyle Anderson. Can he break back in this one?
Averaging 108, 1-0 down.
Like you say, Wayne, short format, anything can happen. Let's have a little giggle backstage with Ronnie and Kim Huybrechts after Ronnie's 115 average, saying that he's the highest TV average for a Belgian player. Kim said it was only over 4 legs.
Well, he has a fair point, but who cares? Ronnie won't care. Kim cares, clearly.
Good banter, yeah. There's always tomorrow, Kim.
Well, Aleksandr is 1-0 up, but he's in trouble here, even though he threw first in this leg.
80.
Kyle Anderson, the scoring phase isn't a problem. Looking for a 57. Well, he made a real hash of 76 in the last.
13.
That's not even making a real hash of it. That is just an absolute mess.
Yeah, he's had a shocker there, hasn't he? Needs to sort that out. He's hit 2 180s, but they're the only ton pluses he's hit in the match.
But it can, even if you're scoring well, the minute you get below, say, 200 or whatever it may be, and it can knock your confidence if you feel like you're setting up plays and up to scratch. 60 for double 18. Has to keep straight.
Not ideal, but leaves himself a 2-dart combo. You would expect him to be back unless Oreshkin can do something special here.
Well, he had a real good go at the 170, didn't he, in the previous leg? Is he going to get the 152?
Wow.
He's double 6. Should he return? Oreshkin. And now Kyle Anderson. This is going to be a test now. Tops, 2 darts in hand. He's dipped below, now double 10, and he pauses. Oh, nicely done. That was a good recovery, to be fair.
Yeah, that was good. That was so good, because that last dart was a re-grip. As he took it from his feeding hand to the hand he's throwing it with his right hand, he felt that he didn't grip it right, so he stopped.
95.
And it hit the requisite target. Very good indeed. You only learn that through experience.
Yes, and an important break of throw back in his favour, so it's one apiece to restore parity. But Oreshkin is playing appreciably better than he did the other night.
Well, we kind of said at the top, didn't we, me and Rod Harrington, that you're going to see, we think, the better standards being played by the individuals because their normal routine and rhythm is being catered for. Pairs is difficult.
100.
Michael van Gerwen struggled, as we know, but apart from that, 119 average if you didn't see Michael van Gerwen. He and Barney were dominant, to put it mildly.
Be interesting to see how Adrian Lewis performs tonight, because Chizzy had to carry him through last night.
Yeah, I think he'd just be back to normal, he'd be miles better. Adrian Lewis just had one of those nights, in my opinion.
Yes.
Just like Ronnie Huybrechts had one of those days
59.
today.
You'll remember that for a long, long time. This is Boris Koltsov of Russia watching on backstage. I wonder if that was his locker just behind. Good player, Boris Koltsov. I was impressed by him the other night.
Yeah.
He'll give Whitlock one or two things to worry about, I'm sure.
Yeah, he can play. The standard in the World Cup is rising and rising.
55. Russia require 128.
Now, Aleksandr Oreshkin. 6 darts from here for him. Will he go for the treble 20 ball combination? Just looking to set himself up. And we could have yet another break of throw on our hands.
2 treble visit would really help here. I like that bullseye shot. I know he missed, but
72.
would have left him a visit with just a single to treble bullseye finish rather than 2 trebles and a double. Didn't work out for him. Will this work out for Aleksandr? 16 for tops. For a 2-1 lead and another break of throw.
Nice finishing. Koltsov applauds, shows his appreciation. It's good from Aleksandr Oreshkin there. 2-1, he leads. And every leg so far has gone against the throw.
If your partner, goes on first and wins, it just makes you feel at ease. You can try to flow. You'll still be under pressure, of course, but you know that even if you lose, it will come down to a pairs and you get another chance.
43.
Chance for Kyle Anderson. Can he hit another 180 or a ton 40? Switches across here because that was a very, very slack first start.
45.
He's becoming increasingly nervous and edgy. Simon's practicing whilst Boris is going through the ringer.
Yeah, how Koltsov would love to play Whitlock with a 1-0 lead under his belt. Russia have a chance of reaching the quarterfinals of the World
100.
Cup. Nice first start from Kyle Anderson now. Can he build on that? Yes, he can. Can he fill it up? Yes, he can. That's what I can do. That's what I can do.
This is third 180. You know, Russia haven't won a match here since at the World Championships, at the World Cup, not here, since 2010. So they're actually doing well to still be batting away. So a quarter-final spot would be fantastic.
Very much so. Anderson at the trebles again.
140.
Nice steady 140. So Oreshkin under pressure. We could have a fourth leg going against the throw. But Kyle can score well, but the setup shots, I know he's going to go for this, but setup-wise has been pretty poor, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been wasting a lot of darts. You look at the doubling percentage, he's only had 2 darts at a double, where he probably should have manufactured about 5. Got to go the other way, surely.
60. Russia require 137.
He's still left a 2-dart combination there, Kyle Anderson.
That's what he keeps doing, rather than one treble would have left the double, and I think that's sort of the third time that's happened. He's trying to defend. Can't do that.
57.
Well, Oreshkin can't find a treble, so still leaves himself on 80. What can Kyle Anderson do? Oh, he's hit the treble 20, needs double 8 now. One dart in hand to level it at 2 apiece. Oh, he's gone well astray.
Russia require 80.
Chance for Russia for 3-1. This could be decisive in the first singles match.
It could, yeah. 60. Oh my. Moves over, sets himself where he wants to be. Double 10. Will he move again? No. Double 5. Big dart, real big dart.
75. Australia require 8.
And now Kyle Anderson has an opportunity for another break, and it's 2 apiece.
Australia. Fifth leg is Australia to do first.
Simon winding Boris up.
Somebody keep them apart.
The sledging, superb, I love it.
Australian sledging?
93.
Well, that could be the little bit of luck that Kyle Anderson and Simon Whitlock needed, and that was for Aleksandr Oreshkin to fail to take out the 80. And after he hit the 60, I've got to say, I kind of fancied him.
This is nice. Good time for a 180 for Russia.
There's no bad time, is there? Even if you want 183, it's good.
The Wayne Mardle counting school.
Oh, you can't beat it.
96.
The 180 to leave 2 is still the greatest thing ever.
First to 4 then gets a point on the board. We have a singles battle between Anderson and Oreshkin here, Australia and Russia. That's followed by Simon Whitlock and Boris Koltsov. If we have a 2-0 scoreline, there's no need for a doubles battle. But if it's one win each,
43.
then we go down to the decider doubles match. Hasn't happened yet this afternoon. 2-2-0 scorelines.
92.
Only a 2 or 3 treble visit would hurt Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, Oreshkin, who reached the
16.
second round of the World Championships in 2016. And Boris Koltsov, his partner, got through the preliminary round a couple of years ago at the Aleksandr Palace as well.
50.
Didn't go any further, but Anderson now surely the favourite to hold his throw for the first time in this match.
But again, off 220, could only leave 170. Even a straight ton would have been so much better.
140.
Now then, that makes it interesting.
170.
Well, Alexander missed the 170 on the bullseye, the opening leg.
57.
Kyle Anderson
Russian
didn't get a shot.
118.
Didn't get a treble.
Again.
Still left himself with a lot to do.
Yeah, that's 6 darts now without a treble off of 220. Not good enough. I don't like that way for 118. I know I've gone about counting a lot, but come on, guys. The 54 would leave 64, which means you're bringing in the bullseye, whereas the treble 20 means 18 tops. So much easier that way.
113.
Now, Anderson, this is a tall order. Treble 19 would leave the double 18. He's hit the treble. It is in, Kyle.
You can't believe it.
Double 18 to hold his throw and have a 3-2 lead. There's the target.
77. Russia, you require 20.
These two are going at it, as are these. Big moments, really are.
Oh, nicely done. Can you believe it? 5 legs, and everyone has gone against the throw. And I think Boris Koltsov is enjoying himself backstage. Kyle Anderson is making real hard work of this, and whilst not wishing to take anything at all away from Oreshkin, Kyle has cost himself opportunities here.
Do you know what? I'm not even sure if he's just lacking composure or he's just missing, because he doesn't seem to be rushing, Kyle Anderson, when he gets down to the sort of 200 mark. Scoring's okay. You can see Alexander's just been that slightly bit better. It's the one stat that has got Aleksandr Oreshkin in front is the 140s and the tons.
Look at this.
And now a 180.
180.
He's just outscored. He's just outscored Anderson.
Could be too little, too late from Kyle Anderson. It's a 4th 180, but he could be on the verge of defeat in this first singles tie. It's that 140 column and the ton plus column, as you mentioned, Wayne.
Yeah.
That's far more effective than 4 180s and little else.
Yeah.
124.
He's having a perler of a leg here, isn't he? What a time to have it.
Well, Anderson all over the place again. So Russia, with Aleksandr Oreshkin, have the opportunity to take a 1-0 lead in this second round tie with Australia.
Simon Whitlock, remember, is carrying an injury. He will feel the pressure if this goes in.
Remember, Anderson not on a finish anyway.
37.
So Oreshkin will be back.
I actually think the way that Alexander's darts lay in, I don't think that's a bad miss. What a setup that is.
Russia requires
Because double 10, he can lay by the side and go in. If he goes above tops, He darts himself, so not a bad miss from Aleksandr.
This is pressure. Gone inside, now 5-5. Oh, brilliant! Russia take a 1-0 lead. Aleksandr Oreshkin beats Kyle Anderson, and it's up to that man, Boris Koltsov now, who plays the wizard, Simon Whitlock. If he wins that, then Russia will be in the quarterfinals of the World Cup.